So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the RealWear Navigator 520 headset. This is our prime product. We have multiple products in our portfolio. This is the #1 seller that we have. It's a head-worn computing device designed to give frontline workers, they're the people actually doing work on the front lines, to give them all the access to a computer that they need, but still allowing them to have their hands free. So instead of holding a tablet or a phone, which they do today, and having to use touch to get data, they can now wear the whole headgear like this, position a screen just below the eye, and so from the outside it looks like I've got this blob there. From the inside I've got a 10-inch computer screen that I'm looking at. And it's a complete computer screen that you would normally expect to touch and swipe and drive it that way, but we make ours operate by voice and head gestures. So I can just see a bunch of commands on the screen. All I need to do is say the command, and voice activation works. And that way I can bring up any information in the world just by talking to my computer, right? That's simply what we do. And the whole benefit here is hands are free. So if I'm actually working on a job, I can actually reference information on my large screen here and get straight to work. So for example, if I'm a mechanic and I'm looking at how to fix a car engine, I might have videos I can play, or I might have schematics. I glance down at the screen, I've got tools in my hand, gloves on, and I'm working. I don't have to interact with the computer. So it's hands-free computing, that's what we're all about. So what I'm looking at on my screen is actually, we mirror it on the big screen behind me. So I get a bunch of icons and it tells me what to do. So I can just call out those icons. I have this speech recognition system that's always working, always listening. And I don't know if you've used speech at home before. Do you have Alexa or Siri?
I have used them before.
You've used them, okay, and you probably have your stories to tell about how good or bad they are, right? And it's the same problem with us, right? If we tell everyone we've got a speech-driven headset, it better work. If it doesn't work, you'll do what you do with Alexa. You don't bother, which is what happens with a lot of things. So this one is always listening. So it's hopefully it works now because we're on camera and I've just built it up pretty big time. My camera. Okay, so camera works. Everything just works under voice. Now I've been talking and talking away and it's always been listening to me. It's only listening for my key commands. And unlike Alexa or Siri, I don't have to tell this thing to wake up. I don't have to say, hey computer, do this. Because if you do that once or twice a day, that's okay. But if you do it all day long for your job, you soon get fed up with calling this whatever you want to call it. This is not your friend, it's a tool to do your job. Right? So anyway, here I am, I've now launched the camera. You can see that on the big screen. I can look at my colleagues here, and I can, rather than embarrass you too much, I can move over there and I can zoom right into there. Zoom level 3. Zoom right in, I can see Aaron. Oh, there's Aaron. I'll just take a photo of the guy, take photo, boom, capture, just like that. So this is how our headset works. Very simple. We have a whole bunch of commands that can do cool things and turn exposure and really get some good quality photographs. This is a very high definition camera. So it's not about taking photos of Aaron. It's about getting into machinery, taking photographs of barcodes, of pieces, parts, and getting at high definition in dark areas, typically, because most of the environments we work in are not well lit. So we've got a flashlight built in, we can illuminate and work well. We can also do rather funky things. Have you heard of thermal imaging? Thermal camera. So this also has thermal imaging built in, so I can now see the heat signatures of things. Again, why do you want to do this? Well, in maintenance and repair, there's a lot of jobs that can be aided by seeing the unseen. Electrical, for example. If I'm opening up an electrical breaker box, I can look, most wires should be the same color, but if there's one corroding or about to fail, it will be hotter, it gives off heat. So I can now see that, and now we can start to do preventative maintenance, i.e. repair before the accident happens. And the same with motors, right? In conveyor belts, if you're in a large Amazon warehouse, for example, you've got motors spinning all day long. The ones that are going to fail are the ones that are heating up, their bearings are off. And so you can actually do preventative walkthroughs every day and capture these things. So what you're doing at the end of the day is saving time, saving money from downtime. because that's what's killing a lot of these companies is downtime. To support all these crazy things, we do allow this. This device obviously goes into many different areas. Super rugged. It connects to a hard hat, so you can clip it in, so you don't need to wear it this way. Did you get that on video? So you can throw it down as well, right? So it still works, right? So this is it. It's a rugged device, especially designed for different use cases.